Welcome to Two Sisters Podcast with your hosts, Kristy and Melissa, who are real sisters bringing you real talk about life and faith through humor, insight, and community. Now, let's get into this week's episode.
Is that your favorite part? Hi, guys. Welcome to Two Sisters Podcast. It's Melissa
and Kristy.
And we're here for... What episode is this? 9. In season 4. We're almost at the end. Don't be saying it like that, girl. Don't be saying it like that. But I'm truly excited, guys. Before we even get into this episode, I just really want to thank everyone for the support and just rocking with us for 4 seasons. Okay, so we're like in episode, we're in episode like 52. It's like, okay. Yes, pat yourself on the back, okay, because it's a lot of work going into this here podcast. I just want y'all to know. So we really appreciate you guys. We really appreciate your support and just growing with us as we are, just doing what we do. Honestly,
can you do something about you do what you do with that one little hair coming down?
Oh my gosh, why is this bothering you? Just girl. Y'all. So anyway, we just want to thank you. I want to thank you. We want to thank you for all of your support and being patient as we're learning. Being a friend, that's a good.
It's true. You're a pal and a confidant. Thank you for being a friend.
So yeah, thank you guys so much. Okay, so with that being said, we're in season 4, healing and growing together, hand in hand. So that's what we're talking about. So with this one, we are specifically talking about doing the work. And so I think the easiest way to explain what we're trying to say is, we have a starting part. So we have a goal or a milestone that we want to accomplish, or we have we want to achieve a goal, right? So we have a starting point and a finish point. And then there's the middle. Okay. The work that it takes from going point A to point Z
is in the
middle. Okay. And all of the triumphs and the obstacles and the challenges and whatever else. Okay. And that it requires for you to complete the task, to complete the goal, to achieve the goal, to obtain the reward, whatever it is, it's the middle part of that isn't work. And that's what I really want to talk about, because I'm not sure what it is, if it's a generation gap or if it's just laziness, if it's procrastination, if it's, I don't know. I don't quite know.
You coming for the generation?
No, I'm coming for everything. Like all I'm trying to say is I'm trying to help us figure out what the problem is, because there's a problem. I just see how it's literally just the declining work ethic, productivity, like and just the attention span is like nanonet. Like it's like it ain't even a middle. Like people can't hold like it's just short term things people want. It's like microwave success. I don't know. And so that's all I'm trying to say.
It's bothering you, ain't it?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. My goodness.
Yes, it is. That's why I want to talk about it.
All right.
Because I don't understand. It's almost like the episode I didn't understand about the single women sleeping with married men. Okay, like I don't understand. It's 8 billion people in this world and you want to sleep with a married man. I don't understand that. Okay, so I digress. I'm coming back over here, and now I'm on a point of I don't understand what is happening where people don't want to do the work required for your own success. And that's the other thing. I think people are looking at other people's lives, all this Instagram stuff and all this other stuff, and then you got people like, what is happening? So that's what I want to talk about, sis.
That was the introduction.
Yes, that is the introduction, because I'm trying to help you understand what I'm talking about. Okay, the in between, A to Z, the work in between, like. Why is it that people, so I have a lot of questions. Why is it that people expect to get this, like, they get instant success?
The results.
I don't understand that.
Without going through the middle, the process.
The work. People always want to work around, or people always want to skip from A to finish.
Yeah.
And again, it seems to be with the younger generation. Like, those old people, they work a job till they retired at 70.
Ain't got that watch.
Keisha. Huh? Oh, Kristy. See what I was...
What?
Oh, all I'm saying is...
I mean, they got their reward.
And let me just say, I am with the work smarter, not harder. I am with all of that. Technology, it makes things easier, because I'm just thinking from my mom's generation and up, they didn't have computers. I remember when computers were new, okay, in my generation, in the 80s, okay, late 70s, 80s. So I understand, the work smarter, not harder thing. And even with my generation, it's just like, it's almost as if you're tired, so you just trying, you just throwing something out there and expecting it to stick. Just making up products just to sell to get money. And it's like, what happened to the caring and actually making stuff that actually work? How about putting stuff together, courses together that actually teach people things, and not just wanting to make money? It's like, you don't care about your reputation. You don't care about your name. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just like, oh, whatever, I got my money. I'm, like, why would you do that? I don't understand.
If you're going to help somebody.
I don't understand. Why? And I understand that people got bills to pay. I understand people got mouths to feed. I get it. We all do. We all got to pay bills and feed people's mouths. Like, but at the same time, it's like, do you not care what you're doing? I don't understand. Help me. Okay, help me. Kristy, this would be a great time for you to jump in, because I don't understand.
She had to break it down to me before the episode started. I don't know what you want me to say.
Well, okay. What I would like for you...
I need a direct question.
I would like for your thoughts on, okay, like, what do you think, in your opinion, like, what is the breakdown? What is happening between, like I said, generationally, how it went from great-grandma, grandma, parents, us, and now the generations after us?
I think the social media, or the fact that people's quote-unquote success is more accessible, so it's more in your face. So there are so many quote-unquote regular people who have these has a perceived success, right?
Okay.
Because of the different social media platforms, they are portraying that they're successful. And it could be someone that looks like you. It could be somebody your same age. It could be somebody that's younger than you. So then that puts pressure on you, like, oh, well, there's all types of, marketing things out there where, hey, I went from paycheck to paycheck to a millionaire, and just take my course and you could be a millionaire too. Or I went from this particular job making such an hour, and now I'm selling vending machines, and I'm a vending machine millionaire. And I started my own candle business, and now in the month of February I made 6 figures. So It's everywhere. Wherever you look now, there is some type of success story. A t-shirt millionaire. Oh, I make t-shirts. And now I'm a millionaire. I got my own pressing kit and I press my t-shirts at home. And, you know, it's no longer go to the bank, get a business loan, do your brick and mortar business. With online commerce, you know, in the 21st century, it's just exploded and everybody expects to become a millionaire that way. And so that then, for those particular individuals, it doesn't sell that this was tough, this was rough, this was a work, this was A to Z, this is the middle, this is the work. That's not sold, right? And you do have people who are looking at the workforce like it's garbage, and who does that anymore? And it's outdated. Why am I trading? What is it? Trading hours for money. And I get it.
Yeah, me too.
That resonates.
And plus, especially with the retirement,
so
it's
when you
not
ask,
like it used
how
to
did
be.
we get here? That's how we got here, because our grandparents, they worked a factory job. They went to a factory, made great money doing physical labor, or they farmed, or they did have an insurance company business, or, you know, they did have a beauty salon, or they did have an auto mechanic shop, or they did paint houses and build houses, or did construction. Those were tangible jobs that you can put 30, 40, 50 years in. Now, the companies that you depended on to support you in that stable career is firing people left and right. Just in this quarter of the year, thousands and tens of thousands of people have been laid off of those so-called secure jobs. It totally surprised the tech industry, right? Because the tech industry is, you know, pretty stable. Yeah. So they say. They were laying them off. Those work from home jobs was being laid off. So people, the new generation, the younger generation, they don't have no tolerance for, listen, it didn't work for grandpa, it didn't work for daddy, auntie, it didn't even work for that parent, right? And their parents are only 40 and 50 or 35. So that's not that long ago. A 35-year-old is not that long ago. So the 15-year-old, the 20-year-old from that, you know, 40-year-old parent is like, nah, we're not doing it like mama. We ain't doing it like grandma. We definitely ain't doing it like,
and I get that,
great grandma.
And I get
so when those are some of my thoughts as to why you say, how did we get here?
I do understand it. Like I said, I'm all for the work smarter, not harder thing. And I'm all with, you know, refining and repurposing processes to make it easier, to streamline,
They're being bombarded by fluff, by the smoke screen of success through different social media platforms, that all they see is a 10-second clip.
But honestly, is it really a smoke screen, or is it just their mindset? Like, to me, it's like, okay, because those people making money.
Yes.
But they're also doing work to get the money. I just feel like.
But half of those people aren't as successful as they say they are.
Okay, yes. Liar. They're
liars.
Not
the truth. It's not a true representation of going from zero to a millionaire. And that's the majority of the 10-second sound bites that are out there. You know what I mean?
But once you get in that class,
it's overcrowded with that.
And once you get in that class, though, yes, they're going to show you what the end result to get you in there. But once you get in there, I just feel like there is work to it.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's what I'm saying. So I feel like it's almost automatic that they just literally don't think about the work. Yeah. They just want to get in there.
That you got to
and get the
get a business
reward
license, that you got to set up your business account, that you got to
get all of that part is easy.
Structure in place.
But all that, I feel like all of that part is easy. It's once you got all of that in place.
Then how do you get clients?
And then it's the work to get the clients. Yeah. It's the work to get the actual product.
Actual business of the business.
Right. The actual product. And it's the work to put it in front of people. It's the work and the money behind doing this stuff.
Budgeting,
you know, like it costs. But you just spent your last $10,000 on this here class, and now you mad.
I mean, I'd be mad.
And then you want to, but are you doing the work that they say that you need to do?
So you're saying the expectation is to spend 10 grand and then I'm gonna be rich, but I'm not doing the work of the 10,000 plan.
I feel like part of it is expectation.
And then I get mad.
I feel
because
like
I don't have immediate success.
I feel like part of it is liars out there, of course. Okay. That's the smoke screen is real. Okay. But that's where you do your own research and your own, you know what I'm saying? Again, Holy Spirit is your friend, people. And then the next thing is the expectation. Like, I do think that people have false expectations.
Unrealistic expectations.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's just all the pretty. And then they go out there faking it till you make it. I'm so over that. Okay. Over that whole statement.
You don't agree with that philosophy?
No, I'm not saying that I don't agree or I don't. It's not that I don't agree with it, the fake it till you make it, because I understand where it came from. Because some people start, or some people accept, clients, some people accept projects, some people accept jobs, not really knowing how to do the job,
but they learn on the job,
and they learn how to get it done before the deadline, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I understand that fake it till you make it, but people have taken that too far. Okay. It's the fake it till you make it. And then when you get with these people, these high earners, and then you see, because I did.
What you see here?
Okay. Like, it's so, again, I'm just saying, it's not, I'm just over the fake it till you make it. So it's like you make everything look like what you're doing, make everything look like it's pretty. You make this shining product and it gleams gold beams. Okay. And then when these other people get it, it's a lot of work to keep those gold beams, to put those gold beams in the first place and be behind it. Like, I just, my whole thing with this whole episode is that people are lazy, people are procrastinators, and people have false expectations of and wanting to get rich quick and not doing anything to get to do the work, to get the clients, retain them. Because once you get them, then how are you retaining? And that's what I'm saying. Customer service suck. Like, it's like everything is just whack. Okay. Like, people are just go to the next person in. Okay, well, what?
Customer service is in a big.
So you don't have first of all, most of these people don't even have customer service skills. You want to know why? Because they don't care about the people. They only want to sell the product. And that's what I'm saying. You just want me to buy your product. You want me to spend my money. Now that I spend my money, you telling me go kiss your behind and go somewhere else?
So if you realize that you're one of the people that have not done the work and that you have brought into the false narrative that you can get rich quick, and that's the exception to the rule. That's not.
It really is.
It happens, yes, but it's not the majority of success stories, right? So if you realize that you are the person that Melissa is talking about, and that you feel like, hey, why not me?
Why not you?
Why not me? I want to get rich quick. I don't want to do the work in the middle. But you know what, Melissa, you got a point. So how do I start doing the work?
How do you start? First of all, it's like, again, everything to me feels like a mindset. Like, you got to get your mind right. Yeah. Like, you got to understand that pretty much nothing is free except healing and faith. Okay. Like, nothing. And even with that, you have to do the work, because you have to continuously believe. Okay. Like, that requires work. Everything is required work, people. Everything requires work. All right. So my thing is the mindset. Like, you have to go in there without no preconceived notions of this instant success or this instant millionaire status or this instant thing. Just go in there. First of all, do your research. I want you to make sure you thoroughly check, again,
the validity of the course you're taking,
the person,
validity of the product.
Yes. Do your own research.
The source of the product.
The source of the product, like, and of the person, like, are they legit? Do they, honestly, for real, like, is it a bunch of scandaliciousness? Like, for real, like, making sure that they're on the up and up, that they have And people buy followers, people. Okay, like make sure legitimately people are following them. People, you see true customer reviews. Like it shouldn't be a problem for them to give you real people to get some information from, like feedback from, reviews. So I would say do your research. Again, in God we trust, and all else you check thoroughly, like seriously. Okay. And then the next thing would be, unless this is the Lord tapping you on your shoulder to tell you to spend your last dime, you really need to make sure that you can do this. So I've been in that situation too, a couple times. Okay. Just like, oh, if I could just get to, we acting like it's Jesus' clock, like it's Jesus' road passing by us or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm for real.
Yeah.
That's how we be acting, because they are good sellers.
Right.
What it is they got a good marketing team behind them. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? You can
just spend your whatever last $3,000 for this program. You too will be a millionaire.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So again, make sure you have it. Make sure you're not going to be in no deficit.
Like when you come back home from spending that $3,000, are your lights going to be on? Are you going to have food? And are you going to have gas?
Are you going to have gas?
In your car, or a Metro card, or whatever in your city. So
make sure you.
So I guess, what Melissa is saying is it starts with, you have to have a realistic expectation.
Realistic.
Because if it happened for them,
it
right?
Can happen for
it can happen for you.
Yeah.
But then you know what you're capable of, right? And you know what you're realistically going to do.
Right.
And how much work are you going to put in it? And then pick a project, a product, a marketing, whatever, based on what you will do.
You will do.
And that's okay. That's okay.
You will do.
If you know that you're not going to, spend the time to be a vending machine extraordinaire.
That's work too.
And you're going to have to research the best places to put a vending machine. You're going to have to keep up with the products to put in the vending machine. You're going to have to clean the vending machine out, load the vending machine. You are the
customer service person.
Right? You're going to have to fix it when it gets broke. Like if you know you're not that.
Right.
Then maybe you need
and you can't afford a manager
shop,
of it.
Right. You need an Etsy shop.
Yeah.
You're more creative. Create your designs. Put it on Etsy. What are you really going to do? And then that's okay. Like, and you don't have to go be down on yourself. Mm-mm. If you're doing something and you're taking a step outside of your comfort zone, that's fine. But know your work ethic and go from there.
Yeah.
Some things require more work than others. Some things require more effort than others. Mm-hmm. What is your level of effort? Go with it.
Be real honest with yourself.
With yourself. Don't lie to yourself.
Be real honest with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And with all of that being said, I used work as an example because that's just the safest. But I also want to talk about using that same sentence with relationships. Okay? Do the work. Do the work to put into these relationships. Any relationships is work. I'm not married yet, okay? But I'm pretty sure that marriage takes work. Just being in a relationship at home with my sister, with my mom, with my cousins, with my peers at work, every relationship requires you to do the work to be in a healthy relationship. It's called communication. It's called trust. It's called respect. Okay, so we all have to do the work to communicate, to be trustworthy, and to be reliable and flexible and adjustable. Like all of that requires work on your end. Sometimes you have to curb your ego. Sometimes you have to curb, and be humble, have humility. Okay. Sometimes, you ain't got to always be right. Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes you don't have to have the last word. Sometimes you don't have to show them. Sometimes you don't got to clap back or whatever it is y'all talking about out there. Okay. Like sometimes it's just really, and sometimes, being silent. And then the doing the work to be trust, like you trust you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically all I want to say. This doing the work translate into relationships as well. Because again, there's is people that's lazy, people just entitled, people just privileged, people just expect, they don't know how to collaborate. They don't know how to share space. It's selfishness. So being in a relationship takes and requires work as well. So if you want a healthy, long-lasting friendship, if you want a healthy, long-lasting marriage, if you want a healthy, long-lasting, just sibling relationship, like that requires the work too. Anything you want to add, sibling? All right. Well, again, guys, that's it. We just thank you again for just rocking with us for a season. We're coming to a close. We do have another episode, the finale, but we just want to say thank you again. For joining us and just being patient as we grow. We're growing together. And so we really appreciate you all. For each season, we do the Q&As, or we have those Q&As throughout the season. So we just encourage you to send in your questions and we'll answer. And then also we started where you can send in your scenario, basically, and we'll do an episode.
What happened?
Right. Give us your story.
What happened?
And then we will do an episode about your story, basically. And you
leave
can
your name out.
Anonymous. And you can send that to info at twosisterspodcast.net. So I think that's it, guys.
That sounds like a rap. info. It's like, oh, what's next?
Yeah. She always talking about rapping.
God didn't give me that damn.
So yes, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you till next time. Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Two Sisters Podcast, where we hope to encourage you on your journey of transformation and healing while having fun along the way. Follow us on IG and Twitter. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends and family. It's available on all major podcast providers. Just search for Two Sisters Podcast. Till next time.